What makes a classical singer's voice sound both warm and brilliant at the same time? Not just bright, not just dark, but both. That balance, often called chiaroscuro, is the focus of today's warm-up. Hello there, wonderful singers, and welcome to your Kovo vocal exercise routine of the week. I'm Dr. Julia Nielsen, the founder of Kovo, short for Community Vocalizing, where our mission is to advance singers' vocal health, fitness, and longevity by providing creative vocal exercise routines. This month here at Kovo, we've been exploring resonance, specifically the physical factors that create a tone quality historically described as chiaroscuro. In Italian, chiaro means bright or clear, and oscuro means dark. Chiaroscuro. A well-produced classical tone contains both. Acoustically, the oscuro quality, the depth and warmth, often correlates with a slightly lowered position of the larynx, although larynx height will naturally respond to pitch, and a gently rounded embouchure or mouth opening. Those adjustments lengthen the vocal tract and reinforce lower resonances. Meanwhile, the chiaro quality, the clarity, and the brilliance comes from strong upper harmonics. Now, those are enhanced by efficient vocal cord closure, a released tongue, and an active, wide and soft palate, although palate position also needs to be responsive to pitch. These adjustments boost acoustical energy in the higher partials, but without strain. Now, here's where it gets tricky. There is good bright and bad bright, good dark and bad dark. We want brilliance without shrillness, thinness, or tightness. We want depth without dullness or swallowing. So in our first exercise of this routine, we will use what I think of as a balancing vowel pair, oo and e. The oo vowel naturally encourages a slightly longer vocal tract because most singers produce oo with subtle laryngeal depth and, for sure, rounded lips. And we will get these two benefits without having to force anything or ask for them consciously. E, meanwhile, has a high forward tongue position. It can become overly bright if produced with a smile or a raised larynx, say cheese, and you will feel exactly what classical singers are trying to avoid. Now, when we alternate oo and e, they influence one another. Oo lends warmth and length, depth to e, while e keeps oo from becoming swallowed or overly darkened. I think of it as positive peer pressure. So here's the pitch pattern. You will notice that we are going to keep alternating the vowels. Because of the triple meter, though, each beat begins with the alternate vowel, which makes it a little bit tricky and a little bit fun. So try that with me, a little slower. exercise. This time we're going to use a consonant that helps organize the upper vocal tract for brighter, clearer resonance. That is the sound K. If you prepare a silent K and pause just before releasing it, you will feel a couple things happening. The back of the tongue moves up to contact the soft palate, while the palate itself activates to close off nasal airflow. This creates some width in the back of the vocal tract behind the tongue. Now, both of these actions, this forward tongue release and this palate width and activation, support clarity and brilliance, chiaro, in the tone while limiting nasality. Now you can see towards the end of the exercise, we're going to also use the Y glide, ya, 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 to keep the tongue mobile rather than depressed, especially on the ah vowel, which many singers over darken by ah, pulling the tongue down and back. So here is the pattern. Try that with me. As we come back down, see if you can make both the K and the Y sounds primarily with a movement of your tongue and not with the chewing of your jaw, ya, 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 ya. Ya, 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 ya. Let's try a few more. In our final exercise, we will use a classic image for facial posture and palate expansion. That is biting into an apple, bite the apple. So let me come back to you for a second. So if you imagine that you have an apple in your hand and you bring it towards your mouth, you will notice, first of all, your jaw opening easily and moving backwards a tiny little bit, right? The apple is coming towards your face. If you pay close attention to the inside of your throat, you will also feel your throat space widen in the back. You feel that. And you are also likely to elevate your cheeks, which has the result of uncovering your front teeth. You're getting ready to bite, after all. So this configuration increases internal space while keeping the facial posture alert and lifted. This supports both brilliance, that's the chiaro, and ease on higher pitches. So here is the exercise. Bite the apple. Now we are going to wait to bring the imaginary apple towards our faces until we approach the higher pitches, which is where we need to engage these behaviors. So try this slowly with me. Bite the apple. 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 Now, before we go higher, make sure that you're keeping your head aligned, your neck long as you get ready to bite into that apple. Bite the apple. Bite the apple. Bite the apple. Bite the apple. Now we're going to go another couple half steps, but if this is too low for you, you can do this one a couple times instead of going up to the octave. Bite the apple. Bite the apple. Just one more. Bite the apple. Did you feel an extra little chiaro up there, an extra little clarity or brilliance? I hope that this routine helped you to experience chiaroscuro not as a vague aesthetic ideal, but as a coordinated acoustic balance that you can actually train. If you enjoyed this routine, we have got more for you. Every week, we host 2 30-minute live vocal workouts on Zoom, and we would love to have you join us. These sessions are absolutely free. We meet on Zoom every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, and instructions on how to request our free Zoom link are in the description below. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any new Kovo warm-up routine videos, you can subscribe to the channel to see each new routine when it posts, or you can use the link in the description below to get each new routine of the week delivered directly to your email inbox. And finally, singers, remember, regular vocal exercise is crucial for your vocal health, fitness, and longevity. Every time you show up at Kovo, you're going to get a creative vocal workout, expert coaching, and a community of friends to practice with. We'll see you there.